And it's time for a basic beer review. And we've got one from a brewery that I've not had a craft beer from before. This is from St Ives Brewery, and it is it's a kind of their mean as sort of New Zealand IPA, double dry hopped New Zealand IPA. And when I saw this in Morrison's, I thought, oh, that looks interesting. And what's super interesting about it, it's got two of my favourite hops there. It's got Nelson, which is one of my favourite hops, and Motueka, which is my other favourite hop. And it's also got Riwaka, which I assume is another New Zealand hop. I love my New Zealand hops. Still think that Day Glue is quite possibly the best pale that money can buy if you're just talking about like 6%ers, if you're not talking about doubles and triples and all that kind of stuff. It's just amazing. I just love it. Is this going to be anything like the Day Glue? Is this going to be what I'm looking for? Something I can actually get at the supermarket that even resembles something as good as the glue? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out very shortly because I want to get this cracked open. We'll have a see what it is like. But there's a New Zealand IPA and then there's a New Zealand IPA brewed by Daya, and they can be two completely different things. So let's have a see. This one is not brewed by Daya. It's brewed by St Ives, but is it any good? Let's have a see. Oh God, what am I doing? Let's pour it. Let's pour it, not pour it all over the table. Let's pour it in the glass. What was I doing then? I think my brain had a day off then for a second. Yes, go away. Right, let's pour a bit in. Let's pour a bit in and give ourselves a bit of swilling room. Very excited about this, got to say. Right, there we go. So it is the Minas Double Dry Hopped New Zealand IPA from St Ives Brewery. It is 6% ABV. As I say, it is Nelson. What's that say? Nelson. Oh yeah, Nelson, Sauvin, Motueka, and Riwaka. And it does tell you it's a double dry hopped IPA, and it has loads of bump on the back there. But I'm here to just taste it and see what I think of it, not what the person who wrote all the stuff on the back thinks of it. So there we go. Much else to say. St Ives Brewery down south, southwest, isn't it? Yeah, I love the artwork. Nice and flowery. Very hippie in its design, I think there. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's have a look at it. Not much of a head. Didn't pour with much of a head. Let's swill it and see if we're getting a bit of a head coming. Yeah, quite a thin head, but that's not a bad thing. It does slide nicely down the glass. It's lovely and white. It's very, very light in colour. It's there's not even any amber in that. It's just basically yellow. It's just a hazy yellow. And it looks amazing. It looks really good. It looks like it's going to be really tasty, really juicy, really refreshing. Yeah, what else can I say about it? Not much. It just looks very nice. It looks very nice. Looks like it's going to be crisp and refreshing. Let's get a nose on it. Here we go. It smells very stone fruity. Very stone fruity. Very pithy. Very... Oh yeah, very peppery as well, which is what I love. I think that's from the Motueka, but it does smell. Yeah, incredibly strong in Motueka, that. The Motueka is strong in this one. God, that really is that. It's nearly making me sneeze, that. That pepperiness coming from that Motueka hop is absolutely storming me, that. It's absolutely storming my brain cells. Yeah, and again, a little bit of peach, a little bit of lemon, bit of grapefruit, but there's not really, just getting a massive load of white pepper there. It'd be interesting to see how this tastes. Because if it's just a load of pepperiness and a load of pithiness and not much else, then it's not going to be too impressive. But if I'm getting that lovely full dank mouthfeel that you get from something like a Day Glue, then I'll be very impressed indeed. Okay, let's go in for the old taste. Here we go. Cheers. That is not what I was expecting. It's It's alright. Got the windows open, one of the doors slammed. Very smooth in the mouthfeel. Very smooth, very drinkable. Very pleasant. Getting a bit of that pepperiness in the flavour. Yeah, and getting a bit of peach. And a bit of grapefruit. But it is a bit light. It is very light in flavour, I'd say. Unfortunately. Yeah, considering the nose, I was expecting it just to hit me with a load of hops. Stone fruit, white pepper, just a lot, but again, a lot on the nose, not much in the flavour. Which is a shame. I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's drinkable. It's very drinkable. It's pleasant. It's crisp. It's refreshing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very light in flavour, especially for a 6%. Incredibly light in flavour. Yeah. Not getting much. Getting a little bit of that grape that you can get from Nelson. Not getting much like gooseberry or anything like that. Yeah, if you want something that's light, refreshing, mildly fruity, very crisp, very drinkable, then this is decent for that. But I want, for a 6% New Zealand IPA, I want something with a bit more weight. I want something a bit more full on in the flavour, a bit more complex. Bit of a disappointment. I was expecting so much from it. It's not quite what I was expecting. Bit of a shame. Nothing wrong with it. Bit of a shame. Anyway, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Till next time, have a good one.